The Quarry. What's The Quarry? I'll tell you. The Quarry is an interactive cinematic horror game set on the last night of summer camp at Hackett Quarry. The game follows a group of teenage camp counselors who find themselves stranded after dark, alone in the woods, and very quickly out of their depth. What starts as one last night of freedom turns into a blood-soaked survival story full of bad decisions, strange locals, creepy campgrounds, and something dangerous moving through the trees. It has the feel of an old-school summer camp slasher movie, but with one major difference. You're the one making the choices. Every conversation, every reaction, every mistake can change who lives and who dies, and how ugly the night gets before sunrise. The reason I love The Quarry so much is because it reminds me of those cheesy 80s slasher films that I used to watch on TV late at night when I was a kid. There's something about just how cheesy those movies are, the dialogue, how it's not real. Nobody would ever say things like that to each other. And the over-the-top protagonist and antagonist of those films, it was comforting in a way, right? It was almost innocent, even though it was a slasher flick. But something about this game draws me back to that. Even though it's set in contemporary times, it's really something that my generation, those of us in our 40s and below, can really relate to. And the reason that this game really, really sticks with me is because the choices that it gives you does alter the story. The minor gameplay mechanics that are in the game, yeah, it's very minor. It's not a game that you're going to play on a certain difficulty and you're going to die and feel really rewarded by doing it. It really is a narrative, cinematic, button pressing experience. It's not something that you need to have a huge high skill cap in order to do. So if you're expecting a game like Resident Evil, that's not what this is. This game thrives in its storytelling and its nostalgia with certain characters, certain real Hollywood actors being in the frames here. And there's something about seeing real actors on screen that are digitized into video game format that isn't Marvel or Avengers or something like that, that really speaks to me. And the whole vibe, the color palette of this game really fits that 80s motif. And to me, horror thrived in the 80s. That is my favorite genre of horror. That's what I'll talk about a lot on Matthew Does Macabre. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be uploading here once a week, along with short form content as well, to kind of keep you satiated up until the long form releases. Anyway, back to it. Here's some gameplay of The Quarry, and we'll talk about it as we go.
Okay, full disclosure, I've suddenly found myself...
Like, the graphics are so good on this. Like, so good.
Little island all alone with nothing to do but show you guys around. So, there's a treehouse over there. I'm going to go and see if I can't dish out.
This is later in the game, by the way. This is not opening or anything. However, this is actual gameplay. So if you're not into spoilers, then click away. But I want to go back
because I don't. But even if I did, I can't, because then I'd look like the super needy one when he was the one who stormed off in the first place. God, you know what? Sorry, I'm venting. Oh, explore venting.
Like, it's got Scream vibes. You know what I mean? Just the dialogue and everything. It's so good. And yeah, the contemporary setting with cell phones and vlogging, and yeah. And then it seamlessly transitions into you walking around and actually exploring the world itself.
This is the meeting shelter.
And yeah, the physical attractiveness. You know what I'm trying to say.
Sometimes a thing just is what it is. I think I've made my point.
The sound design, everything. It's so good. And you can't really pick it up right now because, you're not the one actually playing the game. But when you play it, the ambiance of this whole camp setting is so awesome.
The island is like an unexcavated part of the quarry that rewilded itself after it flooded into the lake. Pretty cool, huh? When I was little, I used to think that islands just kind of would float in the middle of the water, kind of like an airbed. But I'm older and wiser now, and
here we'll skip ahead to another scene here. I don't want to ruin too much of the game for you because like it is such a cool game to experience. But here, let's go. There we go. Let's go right to here.
So, why didn't you come?
Where have you been for the past 2 months?
We did come. One night early. That was our mistake.
Such a good game, man. Just the art direction of this game. I know a lot of people kind of hate on the whole QuickTime event video games, but if you know what you're getting into and it's the genre you like this stuff can really thrive in your video game collection. And I love this. I return to this every year around summer because obviously this game takes place in summer, and it's just one of those things that not only helps me immerse myself because it's summer and because the heat and everything is all around me, so the game makes sense as well, but it gets me into that sort of spooky 80s horror vibe that I love so much about the burn months. So this is a perfect bridge that can get you through those long summer nights. So if you haven't played it, I would highly suggest doing so.
Hey. Come here. Come on. Get in there. Fucking do it.
The graphics are insane.
You goddamn kids.
It's always the kids, man. Always the kids. If you like The Quarry, there are several other games that you can try out that kind of fit the same motif. Until Dawn is another one. It's actually considered the spiritual predecessor to The Quarry. Dark Pictures Anthology, The House of Ashes. You can look for that. The Dark Pictures Anthology, Devil in Me. Walking Dead Definitive Series, Telltale. As Dusk Falls. You know, there's a bunch of things here that you could check out. And it can get you through. It can get you through those summer months because, hey, man, if you're anything like me, these things can drag on, and they really can. They can linger. So it's always nice to kind of have something to return to and get you through those initial early summer days, especially when the weather hits. It's like in Canada, it's 33 degrees here this week, 33, 35, which is quite hot. I think that's getting close to 90 degrees for my American folks out there. It's upwards in the 90s, mid 90s. So it's hot. It's hot here. So it's nice to kind of have some stuff like this to turn to get you in those fall vibes and those Halloween vibes. So if you're interested, check it out. The Quarry, such a fun game. It really is just an immersive experience, and it takes a while. It's not one of those games that you just beat in a night. Like it is. It's a fairly drawn out game. It's a full on experience. Give it a try. Matthew does Macabre. We'll see you back here to talk about all things Macabre.